Yeah, we're gonna visit that, but
We're
we
not gonna
can't
stay
stay
there. We
there.
just can't
Yeah,
stay
you gotta
there.
come out of
You
that.
gotta come out.
That's a mantra of mine. Feel how you feel, recognize how you feel, accept how you feel, but don't stay there. Because
Yeah.
there's nothing good coming, like there's nothing coming from that.
Yeah.
You have to you the only thing you can really get from that is okay, well, this is what happened, but how do I move forward? That question needs to be asked all the time, and a lot of times people don't ask it. It's just like, well,
Yeah,
this
yeah. You
happened to
stay
me
stuck.
and I'm just here. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I always say, don't stay there. Because there's some people right now living in there, they still 10 years old. They
Yeah.
still,
They're still locked there, and that's the problem. And that's the like you said, attaching to the recovering from mom. So if the mother is the source or one of the sources,
hmm
and you talking about being stuck in a 10-year old experience you had at 10 years old, but you're as an adult, and now because typically the trauma that we have connects to the age that we're at. So wherever that mental
right.
development you're at, you're
Yep.
pretty much exercising your responses, your decision making,
Yep.
and your perception from that state of mind where you was at. And so you can't even come out of it. That's why we do go back to the inner
Yeah,
child.
you have to go back to
You know,
it. It's just when it keeps is you keep harping on that one thing.
yeah.
Once you address that, now we
Now
gotta
we gotta do
address the
yeah.
stuff that you're doing now. Cause some of the stuff that you're doing now didn't necessarily come from
No, it comes from there.
childhood.
You know, they're just
So
branches.
yeah,
So, but you know, so that's really important because we know that the mother, the womb, is the first place we get our first education,
hmm
right? And so no one really quote unquote has the ideal perfect life, I guess. But a lot of us have good, sustainable, respectful. You know, it just depends. Everybody has different experiences. So I'm like, I don't get caught up trying to measure traumas and stuff like that, compete against traumas. But it's like, look, this you're probably not the only one that went through your stuff by
right.
yourself, and you'll be shocked at what other people has went through.
Yeah, yeah, because I have a hell of a story
Yeah,
from like my childhood and growing up and the things that I went through. But then it's like you meet other people and they got a hell of a story
story
too.
too. Hey,
So at the end of the day, we all battling some kind of situation that we
right.
have to recover from. And in a lot of cases, it's something having to do with our mothers. A lot of times we talk about the daddy stuff, daddy not being there, but what about mom?
Why wasn't Daddy there? Why wasn't Daddy
Right, mom was there the
there?
whole time. So now we gotta look at
Mom,
mom because
yeah,
mom holds a real key here. And I've spoken on it before about the matriarchs of the family and how when they're not in their rightful place and they're not upholding their level of, I don't want to say authority, but there's a certain level that the matriarchs in the family have. And when they step down from that level and they're not operating in that
create an
space
imbalance.
and they're chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
it creates chaos in the entire bloodline. And people said that was a little extreme, but I don't feel like it's extreme. I feel like for a lot of people, when the mom is not doing what she's supposed to do, it trickles down to everybody in the family. You have moms that have all sons, and all of their